What's the real heart of a small town? It's usually not some big fancy building or a famous monument. Nope. More often than not, it's a shared space that kind of holds the whole community's story. And today, we're going to dive into one of those places, a park that literally grew from two natural springs into the soul of its town.
And the source material for this explainer just nails it with this quote. This isn't just some quaint little town. It's a place that actually feels like a storybook. And right there at the center of that story, the heart of that whole hallmark scene, is a place called Twin Springs Park.
All right, so to really get a feel for this place, we need to see it the way the residents do. It's not just a patch of grass with some trees and benches. No, for them, it's the town's living room, a leafy, open-air space where life just happens. You could just picture it, right? It's a place where the sound of the fountains is this constant, gentle soundtrack. You'll see ducks trying to score some breadcrumbs, and you just get the feeling that every single stone path and old tree is holding on to a story. It's a space that feels deeply connected to its past, but totally alive right now.
But how did a spot this perfect even come to be? Well, the answer is literally under the surface, with the very thing that gave both the park and the town itself its name.
So, back in the late 19th century, people were absolutely convinced of the healing powers of mineral springs. It was a huge deal. Folks would travel from all over the country looking for health, for hope. And these twin springs, they became a magnet, drawing in so many visitors that a town basically just sprang up right around them.
And it all happened so fast. What started as this destination for health seekers in the late 1800s was officially declared a park by 1880. And then, just a few decades later, it had completely transformed from a natural wonder into the absolute social center of Siloam Springs.
So, what did that golden age actually look and feel like? This was a time when the park was so much more than just a pretty place. It was truly the beating heart of the community.
You can almost hear it, can't you? The music from the bandstand floating through the trees on a summer evening. The laughter and chatter from the Sunday socials, right after church. The park was the backdrop for everything, from fancy garden parties and big community photos to the nervous excitement of a first date. This was where life happened. I just love this line. It captures the human side of it all so perfectly. For generations, this park was just woven into the personal stories of everyone in town, a quiet witness to all the changing fashions, family milestones, and countless little happy moments.
But like any good story, this one has its ups and downs. Over the decades, the park's classic charm started to fade a bit. That is, until the community decided it was time to roll up their sleeves and bring that magic back.
And this part is just an incredible story of local action. It all started with people noticing a need, but it was the Siloam Springs Garden Club that really lit the fire. From there, the whole community got behind it, not just with money, but with actual hands-on work during these muddy Saturdays to fix up the gardens and stonework. The very same spirit that built the town a century ago was now restoring its heart.
Which brings us right back to the present. Because of all that hard work, the park is once again this vibrant, beautiful space. So what's it like to visit today? Well, the experience now is just simple and beautiful. You can follow those winding paths to the fountains, maybe grab a coffee from a shop downtown and find a bench, or just plan a picnic and enjoy the simple pleasure of watching the world go by. It's peaceful, it's inviting, and it's all thanks to that community love.
Okay, so this brings us to a bigger question. Sure, it's beautiful and it's historic, but what's the real, actual impact of a place like this on modern life in Siloam Springs?
Because, as our source material makes really clear, the value of Twin Springs Park goes way, way beyond its physical boundaries. It's about something much deeper.
Ultimately, a space like this isn't just a nice-to-have. It actually defines a way of life. It makes it easy to stroll downtown, it's a built-in spot for community events, and it gives you a daily connection to nature and to history. It's that real, tangible, small-town heartbeat that so many people are looking for. So, as we wrap this up, it leaves us with one last thought. The story of Twin Springs Park is about one town, sure, but the idea behind it is universal. Every community has, or at least needs, a central place that holds its memories and helps shape its future. So the question is, what or where is the bubbling heart of your community?